Hello, everybody. Happy early holidays. Happy Christmas. And if you're a Buccaneers fan, happy 7-7 today. Because the Buccaneers just beat the Detroit Lions 38-17. And I've been taking notes throughout the game. Some interesting stat lines. Jameis Winston, 221 passing yards in the first quarter. He now has 30 touchdowns on the season with 4 touchdowns, 3 of which went to Breshad Perriman, and 1 to Scotty Miller. Now, he did have 1 interception, but that interception I blame on the left tackle driving us back on the opening drive. Some more stats. Jameis Winston had 308 passing yards in the first half. He finished with 458 passing yards, his best yet, and he's the first player in history to have consecutive games of over 450 passing yards. Our running game today was average. We had 49 yards overall, average stats. Our run defense held Detroit to 4 yards under what we rushed for. 45 yards on the day, with West Hills getting 10 carries for 21 yards and 2 touchdowns. The main thing I want to highlight is David Blau. Now, David Blau has looked pretty good in the Thanksgiving game, and he's definitely looked okay against the Minnesota Vikings. But man, we sure clamped down in the passing game and held David Blau in check in the first half. He did have some big plays in the second half, but 2 interceptions with Andrew Adams and Sean Murphy-Bunting, that interception returning 70 yards for a touchdown, helped us to basically stop the passing game. Danny Amendola did break the 100-yard mark, but overall, we held the quarterback in check. He didn't throw any touchdowns. We had 2 interceptions. We had a fumble, which was recovered by Devin White in the fourth quarter. We had Shaquille Barrett gain a sack. He's now has 16.5 sacks, tying Warren Sapp for the most sacks in a year. And Ndamukong Suh, how are you feeling about your second revenge game against Detroit with that 1 sack that you had? And yeah, that's pretty much it for my notes. So basically, it was an all-around win. Our run defense came through. Our pass defense kept David Blau in check for the majority of the game. Our offense exploded in the first half with how many passing yards we were putting up. Yes, the injury to Chris Godwin did limit our movement in the third quarter. But after the Sean Murphy-Bunting interception, all hell was loose. And we exploded right back with another Breshad Perriman touchdown as we were attempting to milk out the clock. And one thing I do want to talk about before I go, Matt Gay. He missed the field goal, and I was pretty worried about that because we were up 24-17 by then. And basically my philosophy for kickers, if you're going to miss a kick, it's better to miss an extra point than it's a field goal. Because if you miss an extra point, you can recuperate for that with a 2-point conversion later on in the game. But I thought the missed field goal was the turning point that could have put Detroit back into the game. Thank God Todd Bowles' defense proved me wrong. And we were able to snuff out the Lions, get them their 10th loss, get us our 7th win. We might go 8-8 or 9-7, depending on how well we do against Houston. You can bet your ass on that.